Today is Bell Let's Talk Day. It is a day to raise awareness, to create real change, and help end the stigma around mental health. And we do that by talking about some things that really don't get talked about enough. Katie DiCaprio is 30 years old. She's pregnant, and she's living with anxiety and panic disorder. So she has been participating in the Healthy Pregnancy Research Project with Professor Anick Bérard at Sainte-Justine. So Anick is going to join us in a moment. But first, Katie, thank you so much for being here today. You're 22 weeks along in your pregnancy. Did you have anxiety and panic disorder before this, or was it brought on by your pregnancy?
Hi, yes. I've suffered with anxiety for about 10 years now, and I've been on medication for it for the last 10 years. And when I got pregnant, and I was super happy about it, it just happened probably a little faster than we thought it was going to. So when we got that positive pregnancy test, I talked with my doctor, and we decided that the med that I was on wasn't the first one they recommend for pregnancy. So I stopped it right away, which now in hindsight was probably not the best decision. So I've been transitioning back onto different types of medications now ever since I was about 10 weeks along.
Okay. And how are you managing now? How's it going?
Well, the meds definitely help, but I've had to take time off of work. I've been on sick leave now for a few weeks, focusing on myself. And it's with this beautiful research that's going on now that I've really realized that it's important to take care of yourself so that baby's healthy. And this is what I think is really important to talk about. It's your mental health, the mother's mental health is so important during pregnancy because a healthy mom means a healthy baby. And if you're not doing well, the baby isn't doing well. So if you need to take meds for that, that's okay.
It's everything, isn't it, in terms of your well-being and then the baby's well-being. But about the meds, Katie, I wonder, we've talked so much about the stigma around mental health. There's a stigma around meds still a little bit, and I imagine even more so when you're pregnant.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard because, when you get pregnant, everybody around you is so happy for you, right? It's a joyous time. It's generally very, very happy, and people have a hard time understanding that, well, it's not always that great. And we don't talk about that. Pregnancy is really, really hard, especially the first couple of months. I mean, we know this as women, the nausea, everything that comes with it. And what's hard in the beginning is you don't really know what's pregnancy symptoms. Is it my anxiety? Is it depression? Is it panic attacks? You don't know because your body is just completely different. But it's through talking with so many medical professionals that you realize that if medicine can help you, then that's the solution, and not to be scared to take it. I think that's why we need to talk about it.
I'm so glad we are talking about it. And like you said, you're part of this very important research. Can you tell us a little bit, we're going to speak to Anick in a moment, but can you tell us a little bit about why it's important to you to be a part of the Healthy Pregnancy Research Project?
I've been talking about mental health for years now through my social media. I think it's super, super important. A couple years ago, I just kind of came out and talked about my experience, and I gathered a really great group of women and men who now openly talk about it through our social media. So I think it's by putting people and having people talk about it, it's just making it clear that it's okay to have this problem and we can talk about it out loud. So when I was approached for this research, it was just fun to talk about my experience and realize that you're not alone. Mm-hmm. And that's what helps other women. It's, hey, you're feeling like this? Well, so do I. Let's talk about it. And even just that little thing, that little step, makes a huge difference.
Oh, you're doing such important work by telling your story. Thank you so much, Katie. I want to bring Anick in on this conversation. So Anick Bérard is a researcher at Sainte-Justine. She's also at Université de Montréal professor. And Anick, I think, can you explain what the Healthy Pregnancy Program is all about and what its goal is?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. So basically, there's a real gap in the literature with regards to medications in pregnancy. We always think that pregnant women do not take medications. In fact, 75% of pregnant Quebecers will take a medication at some point in time in their pregnancy. And when looking at specifically mental health, well, there's, Katie's story is not unusual. There's 20% of the population in Quebec pregnant that will suffer from depression or anxiety during their pregnancy. So 1 in 5 women is just as prevalent as hypertension or diabetes that we hear about a lot when it comes to pregnancy. So it was important for us as researchers. We publish in this field, but oftentimes it doesn't reach the population that we're aiming. And in this case, it's pregnant women and their families. So the Healthy Pregnancy program aims to take evidence-based data, so good scientific data with regards to the condition, the risk and benefits of using or not using medications, and then we try to make it accessible and available to the population at large. So in this case, we made videos, we do podcasts, we do infographics, and all of this, well, it's called Healthy Pregnancy, but it's available on social media, but also on the Healthy Pregnancy Hub. It's a new website that was just launched today. So basically, this team we have great patient partners like Katie, but we also have obstetricians, physicians, pharmacists, researchers. So it's a good, robust team that makes data and results available to the population.
I think we've had a real blind spot, I mean, in general, but particularly with pregnant women when it comes to worrying just about their physical well-being and not enough about their mental well-being and emotional well-being. This is important work. So Healthy Pregnancy Research Project, where can people find more? Is it as simple as just Googling that?
Yes, it is now, but also it's available everywhere on your favorite social media platform. So, X now, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.
I really appreciate your time today, Anick, and the important work that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And again, thanks to Katie DiCaprio, 30 years old, pregnant, and telling her story. Anick Bérard is a researcher at the Sainte-Justine, and again, it's the Healthy Pregnancy Research Project.
All this on Bell Let's Talk Day here at CJD and across the Bell Network today. We'll have another story for you later in the show, so just a reminder of that.
I will just let you know again, if you'd like to know more about the action that's being taken on this Bell Let's Talk Day and all year round, you can go to bell.ca/Let's Talk.